If you're watching this on Warpaths of Europe, just take a second to subscribe and like the video so you don't miss the historical strategies that still outperform modern solutions. Let's get straight into a Depression-era technique that quietly kept families supplied with hot water while, consuming almost no electricity. It's a method rooted in necessity, practiced across rural Europe and America, and honestly still perfectly usable today. During the Depression, the most reliable way to heat household water without wasting fuel or electricity was the retained heat barrel system. Families used a metal or heavy clay vessel heated once over a small fire or wood stove, then insulated it to trap the heat for hours. The principle is simple. Instead of repeatedly heating small batches of water, they heated one larger mass of water, then prevented heat loss with layering, placement and smart reuse. This wasn't a theoretical trick. Households kept one central water barrel, usually 20 to 50 litres. Please send to your mom. Heck, please. Near the stove during the day. The stove heated the barrel directly or indirectly by radiant heat. Once the water reached a workable temperature, the barrel was moved into an insulated holding box, often lined with wool blankets, straw, burlap, or discarded clothing. The heat stayed locked in for most of the day. Even after 10 to 12 hours, the water remained warm enough for washing, cooking, and light cleaning. No reheating, no wasted fuel. Rural families learned quickly that placement did most of the work. A water vessel set next to the stove during meal preparation absorbed heat that would otherwise be lost to the room. The water became hot as a byproduct of cooking, meaning no additional energy was spent. Once moved to insulation, the vessel acted as a passive heat battery. It allowed families to access warm water early in the morning or late at night without lighting a fire. For example, a farmer's family in Eastern Europe could prepare breakfast, let the barrel heat during the morning stove, then rely on that same stored heat for washing tools at sundown. You can apply the same principle today by using a heavy pot or steel bucket placed near your kitchen stove while cooking, then storing it in an insulated container, a cooler, padded box, or even wrapped in thick blankets. The water will hold its heat for hours without a single watt of electricity. In a contemporary setting, this Depression-era system works best when paired with activities you already do. Heat a large batch of water once while cooking, running a fireplace, or using a wood-burning stove. So, what you'll want to do is transfer the water into an insulated container with a secure lid. Then place it in a heat-retaining spot, like a padded cabinet or maybe an insulated storage box. You can use this warm water throughout the day, whether it's for dishwashing, hand washing, cleaning surfaces, or even preparing warm drinks. Many off-grid homeowners still rely on this strategy. They'll use thick wool covers, old sleeping bags, or just layered towels wrapped around a metal container to keep the heat in. With enough insulation, the water can actually stay warm until the next day. This means you won't need to use electric kettles or water heaters nearly as much, which honestly can make a real difference in your electric bill. If you value these practical historical methods and want more techniques that have stood the test of hardship, do consider subscribing to Warpaths of Europe, share this guide, and help your fellow history enthusiasts learn strategies that, well, still matter today.